Hello everybody, this is Art by G4 here. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. We have a lot to talk about, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button down below. I'm here to make constant videos for you guys. I'm gonna be uploading as constantly as I can. I've been doing it at a consistent basis of every 2 days. So, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, well, let me tell you something. If you don't know what Earth 2 is, or if you're just getting the idea of Earth 2, have you ever imagined having your own island? Have you ever imagined having your own resort? Have you ever imagined creating the impossible, creating anything you want in your imagination? Well, guess what? What if I told you down the line, the upcoming years, you're gonna own land and you could possibly create whatever you want on that land because it's gonna be your land. So, whatever your desire is, whatever your dream is to build, to have, what if I told you you could have that in Earth 2? In a virtual reality world, identical to the world we live in right now. Sounds good, right? Well, I recommend you to study up, do your research, because as more people arrive to the community, the prices will keep on going up. They're going to steadily keep on going up just how they have been going up in the past 3 months. I mean, ever since November, so 3, 4 months. So I recommend you guys to do your research, look at my prior videos, and learn more because right now, I believe you're you're in before the crowd, not the huge crowd. Everybody, they don't, not a lot of people know about the game. So as me, my other peers on YouTube spread the message, more people are gonna know about it, and the price is gonna keep going up. So right now, I recommend you to study and learn and get into Earth 2. Buy land that you like, buy for the future, and store for the long run. This is the game that has the potential for a lot. This is a game for people that are willing to think outside the box. This is for the dreamer, the believer, the creator. So, welcome to the community. Let's get right to the video. So, today we have founder of Earth 2 on Twitter talking about something big. He says he, um, he released a picture today, a picture with really good quality, guys. And guess what? Everybody's talking about that yellow car that's here. I believe it's a Jeep. I don't know what it looks like a Jeep, but you could see the tiles are divided by 10 by 10. Theoretically, you see the flag on the land depending on the owner of that land. So we see various flags right there. We could tell that there's a car right there in the Australian tile. This is big. This is big because you know why? Because a lot of people have been creating megacities, and in those megacities within, they're creating raceways, racetracks, all that fun stuff, guys. All the great stuff. This is amazing because who doesn't love to race? Just think about all those games you used to play when you were younger. Mario Kart. I loved Mario Kart. Such a throwback for childhood memories. But imagine you could race in this game. How many people have wanted to race in real life, but they can't because they know, oh, if you go fast, you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get a ticket. Well, in the game, you could race. Imagine. Well, they're making it a reality. A lot of people, a lot of mega cities are doing that. So that's one thing. And as a lot of people have been talking about in the Earth 2 community, imagine being able to test drive a car that you're gonna buy in a virtual reality setting. You test drive it, you drive, you do whatever you want in the game with it, and in real life, if you like the car in the virtual reality setting, then you could buy the car in real life. But that's just an idea how companies could approach the game in the future, and they could possibly create an audience and they could possibly make money. Because at the end of the day, guys, you have to think outside the box. So that's just one thing I've been hearing throughout the community about maybe having dealerships in the virtual reality game. How cool would that be? Test driving your a car you're gonna buy in the game, and if you like, you buy it in real life. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of cars look nice on the outside, but if you don't test drive it enough and you just buy it just because of the looks, you're gonna regret it in the long term. So that's just something that I thought about and just something I wanted to talk about so you get an idea of how you could think outside the box. And with this mentality, you could create a lot of things. So yeah. So guys, next. Oh, and comment down below. What do you think of what I just mentioned? Does that excite you? Does that intrigue you even more? It's gonna be amazing once we get everybody in the game. Once the game goes mainstream, it's gonna be fun. A lot of creators, a lot of artists are gonna do a lot of things in the game, and I'm so excited. So you tell me down below, what would you create? What would you want to build? What is something that sounds unique to you that you're gonna create? For example, I would want to create something like, for example, me, I would want to create like a art museum because I'm an artist in real life. I create art. I would love to make my actual own museum and I could display my art digitally. And so people could come and they could come check it out in a virtual reality setting, come chill, all that fun stuff. So that's something that, as a dreamer, I would want to have. Because of course, owning a museum, I mean, you gotta have a lot of money, you know what I mean. So that's just something. So you tell me what you want to create. It could be something simple and something fun that you've always wanted to have. Maybe create a restaurant or maybe have your own big resort. But I wanna connect to my subscribers and I'm interested to find out what you're gonna build in the future. Heck, I've thought about it so many times. I want to create a mega city. I want to create a mega city, but that would be dope. Imagine having my own mega city and having land so that all of you guys could buy around me and we could create a city as well. That's just a thought. I mean, I could always dream. Earth 2 could make anything possible. So let's say if I did create one, would you be a part of it? Would you want to know more about me? Well, that sounds good. So let's move on to the next topic, guys. So, guys, I want to look at. I use Earth2Data.com a lot, so credits to them. They have a really valuable information about the game. Let's go take a look at it. Okay, right here, Earth2Data. So what I was doing here, guys, is I was looking at Earth 2 land tiles, and I usually look at the soul tiles. I usually look at it once a day, and I check what country is sending the most in a 24-hour time period. It changes every day. It's so interesting. But the ones that sell the most are the cheapest countries at the moment, the ones that are less than $1, less than 50 cents, because they're up for grabs. Imagine with $1 you could buy two pieces of land. That's 10 by 10, two tiles. You would do something with that. So let's take a look. So I want, because 2 days ago I did a market cap video of Earth 2, and I believe Earth 2's market cap estimate is not official. This is just estimates of what I've researched. It's not real. The numbers might be wrong, but I got a total of 118 million March 1st, 2021, and I'm gonna do a video again on April 1st, 2021, and I want to see what the market cap will be there. But I'm telling, but from what I've seen, the numbers are going up fast. So going back in a 1 day period, 24 hours, the country that sold the most tiles is San Marino. San Marino, Liechtenstein, and Serbia. So why San Marino? San Marino, let's take a look at it. The tiles of San Marino are currently under $1. They're going up really fast. You could call that parabolic. 15 days ago, they were 49 cents. 7 days ago, they were 51 cents. Yesterday they were at 78 cents, and now they're about to reach 90 cents, and they're gonna hit $1 pretty soon. My estimates for this is because people are looking for countries that have unique traits like Vatican City. Why do I mention Vatican City? If you go to Vatican City, those are one of the most expensive tiles in the game. But if you don't know about that, let me tell you why. I've explained in the other video, but let me just mention why so you have an idea of why I'm mentioning it right now. So Vatican City. Let me go over here. I'm gonna show you something that I'm not gonna use that one because I'm gonna show you something different there. Okay, Vatican City, the Holy See. Okay, here in Vatican City, the tiles are so expensive because the amount of tiles are so scarce, and the tiles are crazy expensive. The tiles there go for a lot in the marketplace. Crazy. We saw a sale of tiles going for $5,000 that were one of the most expensive at the moment. And let's take a look at some. Take a look at the size of that. It's a country within a country, so it's really small. So let's take a look at San Marino. And the reason why it's so expensive because they're class one tiles and because the amount of tiles are scarce. If you wanna land there, you gotta pay the price. You gotta pay whatever the seller is willing to sell it for. So you have to raise up the bid a lot. San Marino, on the other hand, is currently really cheap right now, and the country is small, super small. It has the characteristics of Vatican City. It's basically a country within a country. San Marino, a country within a country, and it's not that popular as Vatican City. But hey, I mean, Vatican City is also in Italy. This one is also in Italy. So why can't it go parabolic in the future? If the tiles eventually get sold out, then the seller has the right to sell it at the price they want to. So if you're the buyer, you're gonna have to pay top price if eventually all these tiles get sold out. Because currently, right now, I believe those tiles are like class two. They're class two. Yep, class two, and they're selling for a lot. I bought tiles yesterday for like, let me see. I'll show you right now. Show you right now, guys. Profile. I bought tiles. Oof, they're actually going up really fast, guys. Look. So I bought just two tiles just for fun in San Marino. I bought them for 135, and right now the new land value is 180, and the current market value is 280, 297 because the tiles are going up crazy fast. Yeah, and they're currently, I believe, let me see, yeah, they're like class two tiles. So guys, you have to analyze why certain tiles are going for why they're selling fast, and you have to check the data, and then you have to tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna search why the certain country is selling so much. So the word going around for San Marino is because it has characteristics similar to Vatican City, because there's not that many tiles up for sale compared to big countries like obviously like Italy itself or Spain or Mexico. Like the size of the country is small. Therefore, if all the tiles get sold out, then if you want a piece of that country, you gotta pay top price. So you have to think outside the box and you have to do your research, guys. Do your research. This site is really good. Earth2data.com. So we go to, let's go back. Tile class. So the majority of the expensive countries, the tile classes are all in the class three. Like the tiles are all getting bought up. They're class three. So you go down, you want to get the lower classes because it's better. It gives you more advantages in the future for certain characteristics and for having land For example, look at these countries right here. Land class 2, really interesting. And they're really cheap, super cheap. So guys, tell me if you do your research. I want to know, do you guys use Earth2Data.com or no? Or what's your strategy around the game? Because every day, since I'm such a big fan, I go to Soul Tiles, I check a day, and I check the countries that are selling the most. So let me know your strategy, guys. Let me know your strategy. I'm interested. I'm explaining to you what I do because I want you guys to get into a habit of doing research, buying land, not just to buy land. You have to buy land because first, it depends. At first, it depends on your own interest, you know? What's your type? What's your type of land? Or if you're just buying just to buy, if to have in the future, which it's respectable. But if you want to buy land and you want to get good profit and you want to get in before the crowd, then you have to check the soul tiles and check why they're going up. Sometimes you might not even know why they're going up. This is just somebody buying countries in their own home country. That could be a possible scenario. But then when you see so many tiles getting sold, then you have to do your research check. Because I checked. I checked and I found out why San Marino was going up. And then I bought tiles, and even though it's just two, I'm doing it just to see what would happen if I bought a lot. And what the outcome will be, maybe in a week, in a month. But it's all for the long term, guys. All for the long term. The other scenario that I do, the other scenario in which you could be really profitable, but you have to be really careful, is the marketplace. In the marketplace, you could find so many good deals, a lot of good deals, guys. You have to check it out because it's people that have bought in really early in a certain country, and let's say they want to sell for profit, so they put it in for a cheaper price just to get their money out the game, or just like just to take profit out and get some real cash. So let me explain to you what I mean by that. In the marketplace, you could have desperate sellers, and you could have desperate buyers. In Vatican City, you have desperate buyers. And let's say, for example, in a country that has risen so much, for example, like let's say Korea, or I'm gonna take Korea as an example because this is what I did recently. In Korea, I went to the marketplace. This is exactly what I did. Marketplace, tile value low. I go to, for example, Korea, just an example. And there's so many discounts, guys. Look at that. Look at that, guys. But remember, these prices could be cheap because they might not be that profitable, or they might not be that, like, it's just random land. Like there's nothing cool about it, or they're not in a certain location, or they're not in a high traffic area. So you have to do your research. Just because it says, oh, it's such a huge percentage of, no, you have to check why the seller's trying to sell it for that price, and you have to see if you get any reward out of that. Um, I bought recently 3 tiles in South Korea, which are currently going for, I believe, $10 or more per tile. I bought three for $10 in the marketplace. I bought it, the strategy that I usually do is I check you see where it says the number of tiles? I usually go for the seller that's usually selling like 5 or 3 or whatever the case may be tiles. Like the lower amount of tiles that they sell, the better the profit could be, because like let's say for example this is no, I didn't have to change it again. Korea. I like Korea because this is what I did it recently, but you could choose whatever country choose your own preference of whatever country you want. So let's take low amount of tiles. Like I'm looking for three, or I hit this one, guys. Look at this one. Just an example. But the location is not that good, but you have to do your research on why they're trying to sell it for that price. me see. No, it's not displaying, right? How much? Three tiles, right? Let me go back. Let me go back, guys. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, guys. Bear with me. So you go back down, you go back down. Okay. No, not that. Go to your third page. Third page, guys. Okay. Tiles of five or less, I think, are where you could get the most profit out of. View, that's three tiles. Who is the person selling? Okay, okay, so you know, okay. Three tiles, alright. Then I have to zoom in. Where's the tiles? Okay, so two tiles there and one tile there, for an example. So you could buy those three tiles. How much? It says for $13. So let's say Korea keeps on going up. You buy those tiles for 13, and then eventually you could sell them individually. Well, no, so let's say if you want to get a quick profit, you could sell one for 7, and you do 7 times 3, that's 21. But this is just an example. This does not mean go do that, go check that out. No, it's me telling you guys, check it out, check the marketplace, do your research, think the long term, check for good entry points, and check the land, of course. For example, this land is not really, it's not, it seems like it's a highway, but because there's the various ways where you could approach the game. That just depends on how you do it. And this is not financial advice. This is just my way of thinking. I want you guys to know how I think, how I approach the game, and I want to know how you do it. So comment down below. I'm really interested in how everybody approaches the game. I want to connect more to you guys. So please comment down. Okay, guys. So I hope you guys know that in Earth 2 there's infinite possibilities. Think outside the box. This game is created for dreamers, for people that want to create anything they want to create. There's gonna be a world full of ideas. So I leave you with that. I hope you have a wonderful day, guys. I'll leave the promo code down below.